Super weather.
Good Sunday morning. I'm meteorologist Brooke Martell. Here's what you need to know. We have those heat advisories and that extreme heat warning in effect through 8 o'clock tonight. This is covering the desert region for the warning, and the advisory is for the mountains and the inland valleys. That's why we are in weather alert for those valley locations. And for this upcoming week, we have high tides that are going to be higher than normal, mainly in the evening hours, right around 8 o'clock at night. So something to be aware of for this week. And I'm also tracking the chance for thunderstorms and rain. This is primarily over the mountains. Could see some of that activity as early as this afternoon over that area and even the desert region, but can't rule out the chances that we get some of this even making its way west closer to the valleys, maybe even the coastline for this upcoming week. So talking about the heat advisory, again, set to expire at 8 o'clock tonight. We still have some 90s. We could see some triple digits over the valleys as well as the mountain communities. But with that extreme heat warning, this is for the desert region where it's just dangerously hot. Temperatures up to about 114, also set to expire this evening. Here's a look at that coastal forecast for Mission Beach. Low rip current risk. Water temperatures still hanging on to those low 70s. Wave heights around 1 to 3 feet. And then we get that high tide peaking close to about 3.5 feet around 10 o'clock this morning, and then low tide around 2 o'clock this afternoon. But like I said, it's by the evening hours going into about 8 o'clock when we start to see that higher than normal high tide. But if you have the beach day planned, I know a lot of kids are going back to school tomorrow. This is what you have on tap. We're right around the upper 70s. So it'll be a nice day. We have some cloudy skies starting out this morning, but then we're looking at some sunshine heading into your afternoon. So here's a look at those daytime highs, 70s to low 80s up and down the coastline, just like what we had yesterday. 80s to about those mid to upper 90s, depending on where you are over the inland valleys. 90s to those triple digits near the mountain communities, and right around 110 for Borrego Springs. But like I said, it could be a little bit warmer than that over other areas across the desert region. So San Diego Unified, you are heading back to school tomorrow, and we're looking at those temperatures for drop off between 7 and 8 o'clock to be right around those low 70s. It's going to be warm. It's going to feel a little bit humid because of some of that monsoonal influence, and low 80s by pickup between 3 and 4 o'clock. So it is still obviously summer. It's going to be feeling like summer, even though all the kids are heading back to school. But I hope you have a great first day back. Taking a look at your First Alert 7 Doppler sweeping across the county. Not a whole lot going on, but take a look at this, the activity that is offshore and just to our south. You can see that we do have some of those embedded thunderstorms in there. This is the activity that could push north over portions of San Diego County, but we also see that we have some of it to our east, northeast. And if we take a closer look at that future weather pattern, this is right around 3 o'clock this afternoon. This particular model is picking up some moisture, and this is what we could see over those mountain communities, but try to drift up over those higher elevations and closer to those valleys. And it looks like it moves out pretty quickly, but we can't rule out the chance that we see more of this as we go into tomorrow afternoon for your mountains, even for the valley locations, and then additional chances as we go into Tuesday too. So what's going on in the atmosphere? We have high pressure that's continuing to build over the west, but then we have this low that's going to swing through. This is going to help cool us down as we get into this upcoming week. So not a whole lot is changing near the coastline. We'll still have those 70s. And over the inland valleys, however, you could see that we're getting away from those 90s and closer to the 80s. So again, not quite as warm, trending closer to seasonal norms. We start to cool down right around midweek is when I think you're going to notice more of a difference. Same thing for the mountain communities. You get to cool down too, really starting right around Tuesday, because it means we could even see about a 10-degree difference between today and Tuesday. And that takes us into next weekend. For your desert region, instead of being close to 110, closer to about 103, 102 by about midweek. I hope you have a great day.
Don't forget your umbrella.